My name is Alden McClure.
And Karina Bryan.
Today is March 17th, 2010, and I'm here with Fausto Sarmiento. Will you please say your name? Please say your name.
My name is Fausto Sarmiento.
And when you worked or attended Barrow?
I attended Barrow School for the 5th grade, and that was back 93, I think, 94.
Okay. So, Karina, would you like to start off with a question?
What was your typical school day like?
My typical school day was full of fun and learning. I had Mr. Sims as my science teacher. Ms. Causey was also one of my teachers. And in the mornings, I remember I was one of the crossing guards. So one of my favorite activities was to put on the orange belt and to go and help my classmates get to school and help direct traffic. I thought it was so cool. And then, of course, going into the learning of the day, I was in the violin club back then, so played violin, and then we had kickball outside, PE, lots of fun stuff, lots of good memories.
Please tell me more about this crossing guard situation. How does this work?
Sure. The crossing guard I always remembered it as being the assistant to the police officer. So since you could only have one police officer, he gave whoever the crossing guard was, there was a team of us, badges and an orange belt so that we could be seen easier. And that was cool. So we got to walk around with our badges on and tell people where to go and all of that. It was fun.
We actually still have those belts and we use them for patrol jobs.
Yeah?
Okay. What did students do for fun at recess?
We did a lot of things for fun at recess. We played dodgeball, we played kickball, we had tag games, we played out in the jungle gym areas. We did a lot of things for fun for recess.
What did you enjoy most about school?
Part of school that I enjoyed most was the chance to meet a variety of people, especially here at Barrow School, where you have such a large background of families, of schools, of students. So I think for me at Barrow, the thing I enjoyed about it the most was just the people that I got to meet here, the friends that I was able to make, and of course the classes I was able to take and learn from.
What were your favorite Barrow traditions?
I'm trying to remember what some of the Barrow traditions were, but I think that the favorite one was probably the crossing guard, just the routine in the morning of having to roll up the badge, roll up the flag, do all those things. So that was probably my favorite Barrow tradition.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Do you have any stories or memories of Barrow that you...
Sure. My favorite Barrow story, I think that was probably one of our field trips. I think we went to Six Flags, if I remember correctly. But it was just a bunch of me and my friends and classmates piled onto this bus. And on our way to Six Flags, somebody threw some paper. And so we ended up having this big paper ball fight. And the teachers were okay with that. At first, they were like, okay, you guys quiet down and all that. But they kind of just said, if you clean it up, then we'll look it over. So we had this huge paper ball fight on the way to Six Flags, but we had to clean everything up afterwards. But we were happy, the teachers were happy, and it ended up being a nice day.
Yeah, we still go to Six Flags now.
Yeah.
Were there any historical events? Were there any historical events when you were at Barrow?
Not that I remember. Not that stand out in my mind.
Okay.
Who was the principal when you were here?
I believe her name was Maxine Easton, who was recently, or more recently, I should say, the principal of Clark Central. So I had her as my principal twice, here at Barrow and then at Clark Central.
Okay. How has your time at Barrow influenced you in your life?
I think part of that goes back to just the variety of people that I met here. It really introduced me to a broad spectrum of friends, of backgrounds, of cultures, and that's really helped me in my long-term review of how to, for example, in my job in banking, how to negotiate across cultures, how to understand different viewpoints. So the thing that I treasure most about Barrow is the ability that it gave me to introduce me to different backgrounds, different cultures.
What was your last day of Barrow like?
My last day of Barrow was fun, or a better word, I think, is probably crazy. All the students were just happy to be finishing 5th grade. We were all going to miss our teachers very much, but everybody, I remember, was running forwards and backwards, going from one classroom to the other classroom, saying hi, saying bye to the friends, to the teachers. It was a crazy day, but it was a very fun day as well.
Okay, let's see. What were the special classes or activities? Like PE or music? Did you have?
I did. As I mentioned, I was in the violin club, so that was always pretty fun. I played violin back then, and PE was always fun. We used to play kickball or touch football or just a bunch of different activities. So the activities at Barrow were very fun.
Do you still play violin?
Not very well.
Let's see. Is there anything else you would like to share with us about Barrow?
Well, I believe that Barrow gave me, and certainly it continues to give students now, a very good foundation for learning, for being good students. It gives them a solid understanding of what it takes to succeed in middle school and beyond. So I've always been a big fan of all of the things that Barrow Elementary has provided to its students.
And one more, if that's okay.
Of course.
Describe the building as you remember it.
How it's changed.
Well, I haven't really been back in a long time, so I'm not sure what all has changed, but for example, from the exterior, the playground is much nicer. You guys are in luxury compared to what I had. Also, I remember the PE fields weren't as nice. It's a lot more green now. It's a lot grassier than it was when I was in school. So, yeah, the outside of the school is really changed a lot, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, we just had it redone.
Oh, yeah?
So
It looks great. But the inside, I haven't been back inside Barrow in a long time, so I'm not really sure how the inside has changed.
yeah,
They built a whole new green hall.
Oh, yeah?
Like this new
whole
hall.
new green.
I don't know if it's possible to take a tour or something later on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's all we have. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us have you.
It's my pleasure. Glad to have been.